Alright, hello everyone, it's Raven, and I'm here with CptDewDrop ship. Unfortunately, he's not in TeamSpeak, so we're gonna rip it apart on our own. But this is a Minmitar ship, so we've got Chris here to really eviscerate the thing.
Yes.
That being said, the rest of the Peanut Gallery is here as well, including Exodus, Russian J, and Eldwin. So, yeah, just starting off, I don't really know. I'm not familiar with the ship nearly as well as others, so actually I'm just gonna let Chris go, and then I will go in a little bit. But yeah, so Chris, what do you think?
Alright, so from a purely visual standpoint, and from what I understand, it's only inspired by Minmitar stuff, right? But there are some elements of Minmitar ships that are present and that they pull off. There's these glass wings that you are finding all over the place. To be completely honest, the entire thing looks like a scrap heap, and that's okay, because that's the joke behind Minmitar ships. And
Yeah,
that works. I do like the designs of some of these turrets, even if they're a little bit bare, but that's okay, because they're very small turrets, and with the new turret system, you kind of have to do that. Got some lava detailing. Not something that is present on my Minmitar ships, but I'll accept it. It's detailing nonetheless, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a finished ship. There's a lot of empty space inside, but there are tons of rail stuff. So I think a lot of
Yeah. So I'm gonna show off just how many entities there are on this thing, because it's nuts. I mean, holy crap.
There's I believe some retracting turrets and stuff, which is pretty sweet. Definitely like that. It's a very interesting shape, I have to admit. I've not seen anything quite like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from my experience, Minmitar ships don't tend to be, I mean, for lack of a better term, as fat as that.
No, they're not. They're very I wouldn't say utilitarian, but they're the bare minimum of a ship, essentially. Yeah. They don't spend a lot. They're low tech is what is keeping those ships look that way. So things like projectile weaponry, they're like the only race in Eve that have normal guns as opposed to like lasers and shit like that. So if you can get an idea as to what they look like based on that. Oh, and then apply rust, of course, and you've got a Minmitar ship. And this definitely looks Minmitar.
Yeah.
Albeit
I think,
bit more glowy.
Yeah, it's like it's an irradiated Minmitar ship. That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
It flew into a nuclear reactor, and then there was all this crazy. It was a problem.
Somebody took like 10 Minmitar ships and made one with it.
Fair enough. I will say this right now. I would like to see all of this external logic buttons with the screens and stuff. I'd like to see that moved inside personally. But it is really cool that there's all these functions and stuff. That's actually really awesome. That being said, I think apparently this is his first ship, which is pretty nuts. Like, it's a real good first ship.
It is. That is the first ship.
I would have.
Can I actually pass some commentary from the builder?
Sure.
He's saying he's actually never has played Eve before, and for the color scheme, it is his first ship, and just kind of went off of what he's seen online.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, that's good.
Impressive.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good for that. What I would, so personally, this is my personal aesthetic. So just take that into account, right? So this thing is kind of short in the way of height and fat, right? In the way of length. I would have elongated the bottom and made it stick out, be more vertical, as opposed to more to go further on the z-axis. So make it taller as opposed to longer, and you'd get the same amount of space and everything. I just think it would look a little bit better because you've got some thin pieces and stuff like that, and the problem ends up being if you go fat. If you're going for a kind of a fat or bulky shape, then you've got to make those solar sails or glass sails or whatever. I feel like you need to make them about 2 or 3 times that size to really make them pop. So if you want to keep them about that size and have a whole bunch of little ones, then making the main body longer will really help that out. That's for future. Obviously, this ship on its own is pretty solid for a first go, and obviously there's some crazy amounts of entities and everything.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I like the lava detailing, and there's a lot of both cut-in detailing, so lower layer detailing, and outer layer detailing, which I like. Maybe a little bit of inline or separate hull colors here and there might help a little bit on the main body. But really and truly, this is a really good solid start.
Indeed. I have a few things to say. First of all, your turret design with the two balls, it's a penis. I'm just going to say it straight. It looks a little foul. But
Kinda does.
I have to say, for somebody that this is their first ship and they have these cool turrets on them, that is awesome. I really like that.
They're effective too.
Yeah, they look like really fun.
Pretty cool, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever works. The other thing I was going to say is don't be afraid to use standard and regular hull. You did use the regular hull on the turrets, and there might be something that I missed, but externally, most of this is advanced armor, and you could get out a lot more detail and a lot more variation with using the other armor types, because the color is slightly different and the texture is slightly different, which that's like you use every asset you can when detailing and it'll really pop.
Yeah, and if you use, for instance, if you use just standard, which has this really fluid, almost connected texture look, if you have multiple blocks together, and you put it around, it almost looks like those armor, if you just dot it around and put them in tiny little groups and stuff, it looks like the armor that was there has been worn down or something along those lines, and it can really make it look like the ship has seen some shit, which is kind of a cool effect. And I'm really bad at it, but I do understand it. Which is why my ships never look like that.
He's saying he appreciates all the tips.
Yeah. Exo, you want to take a crack at this one?
Yeah, dude. First ship? Hell yeah. Holy shit, you're on the right track, man. Oh
my god,
yeah,
the turrets moved.
definitely. Yeah, just watching those go in, that was pretty sweet. Yeah. Now, there's a couple different things that you could do, but I mean, that's going to come with time. I mean, you're still learning your build style, so definitely like do a couple more smaller ships similar to this. Figure out exactly what works best for you, because, I mean, obviously this is working. Turrets looking pretty sweet. Oh, some people like
Do that again with the turrets.
And I like the question marks. It actually got
I
my
was going to mention
and
those.
I went in there.
I did not. I need to. I need to. Hold
I wasn't
on.
sure
Let's check
what
this
you
out.
had in there, what was going to be.
Oh.
If it's going to be like a pop-out thing, but
Okay.
yeah, you'll find out your build style, and it's only going to get better from here, especially with this short little fat turd that you got. But it's a good turd.
Is it
No, it's definitely a really good ship, dude. Good job.
Yeah, it's a really good style. I would actually almost counter your point, Exo, and you were saying build a few more in this style, and sure, do that, but
on that side.
try to build something completely a different style. Find like, so you've got this kind of fat ship, build a long ship and a wide ship, ships that are wider than they are tall or long, and just try a few different styles out that look different, and it's going to teach you a whole lot, and you're going to be able to put all those pieces together and really be able to exploit all the different tricks that you can do. So yeah, I'm going to be very, very interested, and also awesome saw blade.
Yeah, I was about to say, this thing has a freaking saw in its belly. I think this guy's set for a little bit.
Yeah, no,
Does your ship have a
it's
saw
like
blade
it's
in
like
its belly?
battle bots. It's like battle bots in spaceship form. It's kind of awesome.
Look at the turrets are like embedded inside the ship now.
Yep. All right. Well, in that case, Russian J, what is the test squadron score?
We are giving it 42 Putins out of 42 black and yellow lights.
Ooh, okay. Does that mean it's 42 technically out of 84?
Vodka.
Is it? Roger. Okay, score of vodka. Well, good job. Definitely looking forward to see any more stuff from you, and we'll be watching your growth as a builder. And really solid first showing. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you again next time.